Hello and welcome to 5 Year Club video number 171. It's been a very long day and didn't spend any money. Also didn't really think of a good topic that's like new. But it is always a good refresher to remind people of where we are in the economic cycle, if that's not something that you regularly keep up with. We are in good times right now. We're in, low unemployment rate, high consumer spending. I see Teslas in the driveway when I Teslas in the driveway when I walk around, and things are going well. And I think that when you see people around you spending more, it makes you feel like, well, why am I not spending more? Like, this is what's normal. This is what people are doing right now. And it's not the right time to do your spending. We want to do our spending when the economy gets really crappy and everything goes on sale. So let's just read through, this June 14th article on CNN Money. Americans are spending like mad again. Americans are spending a lot. And not just on Amazon. Retail sales rose 0.8% in May, the government reported Thursday, much better than expected. Spending was up by 5.9% from a year ago. And the gains were broad. Spending surged at clothing stores, at restaurants, and at home improvement stores such as Home Depot and Lowe's. In fact, the jump in spending at physical stores in May outpaced what the government calls non-store retailers, a category that includes Amazon and other online retailers. It also includes catalog retailers, vending machines, and even newspaper delivery. How quaint. American shoppers are feeling more confident because of a strong economy and job market. The unemployment rate is the lowest since 2000, and most people have some extra money from tax cuts enacted late last year, and they need to be saving that money, but they're not. Retail sales have been improving after a tough start to the year. A harsh winter may have been partly to blame for weak spending in January and February. Economists also speculate that Americans were waiting to see what would happen with the tax laws. Once the tax cuts passed, it was an all clear to start shopping. All that spending should boost economic growth. Economists at Barclays raised their forecast Thursday in light of the strong retail sales figures. They now think the economy will expand at an annual rate of 3.5% in 2018, up from their earlier estimate of 3%. Americans may not be able to keep spending at this pace indefinitely. They won't, because we are currently inflating our credit cards. The savings rate dipped to 2.8% in April as the rate of consumer spending outpaced the increase in personal savings. 2.8% savings rate. It's not good. The savings rate has only been below 3% 3 times since the 2008 financial crisis. It was also lower than 3% last November and December, but it rebounded after the holiday shopping season. So shoppers may be close to tapped out and may have to start saving more and spending less, especially because the Federal Reserve is expected to keep raising interest rates this year and next year. Tony Bedikian, head of global markets at Citizens Bank, said rate hikes are a risk, but that shoppers may not pull back as long as the Fed doesn't raise rates too quickly. Bedikian argues that people will keep spending as long as they have jobs and wages are rising. That's true. People love spending. Bedikian says the biggest risk to spending is the threat of more tariffs and escalating trade disputes with China, Canada, Mexico, and Europe. Other analysts say additional U.S. tariffs on imported goods could hurt spending as well. That's why Paul Ashworth, chief U.S. economist with Capital Economics, said in a report that tax cuts will provide only a temporary boost to spending. Ashworth worries that consumer spending will slow, particularly for cars and trucks, because the Trump administration's threatened tariffs on cars from Europe and Japan. Auto sales are still rising, up 4% from a year ago, despite a big surge in the price of gas. In fact, sales at gas stations rose 2% from April to May alone, because of higher prices. Gas station sales are up 17.7% from a year ago. Those are some more expensive gas prices. But the potential for even higher prices at the pump, coupled with a slowdown in auto sales, could be a 1-2 punch that hurts consumer spending for the next few months. Now, if you'll remember, we also I discussed earlier this year how people were using auto loans with a longer duration than ever before. We're seeing 7-year auto loans. And so I wonder, the credit is still relatively available for these auto loans. I wonder how those longer auto loans are going to affect auto sales. Because if people would normally change cars, I don't know, every 5 years, but they have a 7-year loan, they're going to be less able to do that because the car's not paid off yet. I don't know. It's an interesting question. But again, my main point with this is that you are going to see people buying some cool stuff. People are buying stuff right now. They are not saving money, and it is not the best time to do that with money. It is the best time to take advantage of the fact that you can get more money out of the economy, take advantage of the fact that you can get more money in your paycheck, invest that money, build an emergency fund with that money, and when things are not going as well, because the economy is going to go down again, you will be able to take advantage of the lower prices and be able to take advantage of better investment opportunities because you recognized where we are in the economic cycle on June 16th, 2018. All right, that's it for 5-Year Club. Video number 171. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope this was a good reminder of where we are and why it's so important to take advantage of our income right now. Because later it's very possible people are going to have less income. All right. Have a fabulous evening.